Nearly half of episode 4 of season 19 of Sister Wives was dedicated to this conversation between Kody and Robyn outside of their home in the snow following an alleged heated exchange. I've seen a lot of discussion about when this conversation maybe was filmed, and I will give you all of my thoughts on that speculation, but I really want to focus on just the absolute irony of the content of this argument. In my opinion, this conversation really just confirms for me that Kody and Robyn are beyond redemption. We have a lot to talk about. Let's get into today's video. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. Before we jump into today's topic, let's hear from today's video sponsor. I am so excited to be partnering again with Beducated. Are we all caught up on Love is Blind season 7? I cannot imagine how nerve-wracking it would be to get engaged to someone sight unseen. I mean, the Leo of it all.
And I have another connection I can go to. You understand? It's not even like I'm fighting for you because you're my only one.
There are so many unknowns when it comes to relationships, dating, and intimacy, and my friends at Beducated are here to assist. Beducated is an educational resource featuring over 100 online courses created by the world's top experts. Beducated really has something for everyone, whether you're looking to spice up your sex life, maybe try some kink or self-pleasure, or maybe you need some assistance in navigating the ever so daunting world of online dating. Whatever you're looking for, Beducated has got you covered. Oh, and look what I found in Beducated's top courses. Why, that is a class all about dealing with rejection. Leo, we are looking at you, dude.
Is he the best person for you, or is he just the first person to tell you I love you?
Boy, oh boy, would he benefit from a class on learning the art of hearing no. But for real though, rejection is a very real part of life, both being the rejector and rejectee. I'm really glad a course like this exists because being on either side of rejection is not fun. So it's nice to get by with a little help from your friends over at Beducated. Click my link below to sign up for Beducated. Use code realiteasquad and you will get 40% off the yearly pass. You can test the waters with a 24-hour free trial, and Beducated offers a 14-day money-back guarantee. Thank you, Beducated, for partnering with me and for sponsoring this video. I also wanted to say that I appreciate everyone's kind thoughts regarding Hurricane Milton. This video may be coming to you courtesy of a generator and my mobile hotspot. I don't know. I'm not sure when I'll be able to get this up, but as of filming this, my family is safe and sound, and I will continue to keep you guys updated. The world has kind of shut down out here, so I have the time. Let's break down this argument, discussion, conversation, or whatever you want to call what occurred between Robyn and Kody. I was telling James when we were recapping this episode that I almost found Robyn likable this episode. Almost. I thought it was admirable of her to help out Mykelti and Tony, and she really seemed to thrive being away from the McMansion. Maybe it was getting out of the mold. And of course, she was saying all of the right things in this conversation with Kody. But if we didn't have 18 other seasons of Robyn's actions contradicting what she's saying here, I might have actually believed her a little bit. I chalked this entire conversation up to an effort to save face for Robyn. A lot of people have been speculating that the Browns are filming more recent filler content to intersperse with the 2022-2023 footage that is the bulk of the storyline for season 19. The reason being is that it is believed that any footage that featured Garrison has likely been cut from the show. I think that there is a high probability of that, seeing as how season 17 and 18 focused so heavily on Kody's contentious relationship specifically with Gabriel and Garrison. And we haven't seen either one of those boys yet. We do see Gabriel in a sneak peek for episode 5, but if they did cut Garrison scenes, I think that that is a good move since those scenes likely featured contention regarding Kody and Robyn. What started to get viewers inquiring inquisitive as to if we were seeing more recently shot scenes started with game night, because Ari definitely looks older than the 6 or 7 years old she should be if this was shot in 2022. She is currently 8. She will be 9 in January. And I would say she definitely looks closer to 8-ish in this game night scene. So I would totally believe that this was shot sometime in the last few months. I'm not gonna lie, there was a feeling of recreation with the Kody and Robyn outdoor argument, but this might be a potentially unpopular opinion. I do think that this was shot closer to winter 2022 or early 2023. In my opinion, you can absolutely feel that tension between Kody and his kids is at an all-time high. I think it's only affecting Kody and Robyn's marriage in as much as Kody is a serious Debbie Downer to be around. It's entirely possible that this was a recreated argument from days prior. That happens all the time in reality TV. But I do think that this scene was shot before Garrison passed away. Let's get to the content of this discussion, which really just floored me. I mean, the irony here is not lost on viewers. This scene starts out with a black screen with some text that indicates Kody and Robyn got into a heated exchange, leading Kody to take off and go for a drive. And I just love that you totally know if Kody ever got into a fight with Robyn before, he would have probably hightailed it over to Janelle's, maybe Christine's, and if he was desperate enough, Mary's. But since he has no more households to run away to, he's left with puttering around town. And I just love that for him. And I really do believe that Kody and Robyn have had some gnarly arguments over the last couple years. Kody is losing it. That is definitely evident in this conversation. So apparently all of a sudden Robyn gives a shit about Kody's relationship with his other kids. And I have some theories as to why, based off of information she discloses in this scene.
Robyn is extremely upset that I'm not reaching out more to my children.
I was putting pressure on Kody to work on his relationships with his kids, and it triggered him and it upset him.
I'm not going to sit here and fight with you caused by these people who have created the biggest rift in my life. I'm not doing that.
Kody calls his children these people. So really that tells you all you need to know, right? But I guess Robyn's feeling like Kody really should be trying more with his kids, and that triggered Kody. Triggered him so bad he had to actually leave his home. But Kody isn't pissed off that his entire family is in tatters and that he has kids that view him as an asshole or brainwasher. More on that in a minute. No, he's irritated that this is affecting his relationship with Robyn.
I just don't understand why you're not like just talking to the kids as much as you can. Like I just don't know why you're not reaching out to them more.
They're purposefully leaving me out of their lives to punish me for a crime I did not commit. I am only guilty of not falling madly in love with their mothers.
I don't know how Kody expects this to be received, but does he expect some kind of pass on this? All he did was not love their mothers? Well, Kody, that actually is a big fucking deal, since you've proven that the relationships that you have with your kids is directly tied to the relationship that you have with those kids' mothers. And you spent half their lives telling anyone who would listen how amazing it was to fall in love over and over and over again. You know, the whole love should be multiplied of it all. So at the very least, you're proving to your kids that you're a liar. That's a big deal.
Our family was killed by gossip.
Well, maybe you should have thought of that before you put your entire family on a TV show. You did that, Kody. Your constant need to be the center of attention on a national scale drove you to situate your family where you talk shit about each other behind each other's backs for all of the world to see.
I'm just having such a hard time with this.
Well, I will work, I will reach out to, I will love those children who will allow me to do it.
Kody will love the kids who will allow him to behave however he wants. Got it. But Robyn is emotional, and she tells us it's because of her own trauma surrounding her biological father.
When I was little, my parents got a divorce. He lived with one wife in another city, and then my mom lived alone. I remember confronting my biological father, saying, what happened? All he really did was just make a bunch of lame excuses as to why he wasn't there for me when I was young.
This is truly wild to hear Robyn talk about on the show. To my recollection, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think she's ever spoken about her biological father on the show before. And she has always praised her stepdaddy, Paul, as being just as good, if not better, than a bio dad. This was always her justification for the adoption of her 3 oldest kids. Hey, if their biological dad isn't going to be present and active, then let them have the last name of a man who wants to raise them. And of course, she can make that recommendation because she knows firsthand, because she had the dad who stepped up.
I just know how much I needed my dad.
My biological father still, like my whole life, was very absent. Did not fight for the relationship, did not care to have one, still doesn't really care to have one. I'll see him now and then. He'll tell me how much he loves me, but he's very absent.
What I'm hearing from Robyn now is that it doesn't matter how amazing her stepfather was as a dad. She has a hole in her heart that only her biological father could fill, and she feels like he made no attempt to. I don't know what it's like to be raised by a step parent or an adoptive parent, so I can't speak from experience, but I know that there are people who speak very highly of the parental figures in their life that have stepped up, biological or not. This conversation is not to diminish the vital and important roles of parents, no matter what form they come in. With that being said, Robyn is telling us she felt a loss in her life by not having a relationship with her biological father. So, Robyn, why did you do that to your 3 oldest kids? And part of me is wondering if Robyn is just scrambling now. Push Kody to be a parent to his biological kids. Because if he can drop them that easily, then he sure can drop her kids. And then what? Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna will have been abandoned by 2 dads? But Kody has very little time for any big picture. He is just flippin' mad.
I'm angry out of my mind.
He's really been going through it with his kids. I have no doubt it sucks to face over a dozen young adults that you sired, some of whom look like dead ringers for you, who literally say you aren't shit to your face.
They're trash talking.
Well, they're hurting.
Robyn, you saw how they were at the wedding. Some of the kids have flat out rejected me.
I know.
You saw Madison take her kids and scuttle them away from me. What they've done is there's all this contempt. I text one of my kids and they send back notes saying, you are a piece of trash. I would never speak to you again anyway. I'm not abandoning my children. They have betrayed me.
The words of the day are triggered and contempt. They've been used so much in this short conversation, I'm finding myself triggered. The entire way Kody frames this conversation lets me know he's a lost cause as far as having a relationship with his kids. He doesn't perceive that he's done anything wrong. The kids betrayed him. The kids are talking shit about him. Kody is the victim. He's been convicted of a crime that he says he did not commit. His children have been poisoned by their mothers, and they've turned against him. If he has a relationship with his children again one day, it will be him allowing a relationship with those who have shown contrition. And he's really only willing to work on things because it'll shut Robyn up.
Every one of those kids who has shut me out is blaming me for what happened, or you. So what do? Just say, oh, okay, you can call Robyn whatever you want?
No, you can say they can talk to me.
Kody has written off his children like a business would write off a bad debt. Robyn sees that that could easily happen to her children, and now she's scrambling, only she just exposed herself to the whole world for the truly sinister motivation behind her adoption scheme. She is acknowledging that she's done irreparable damage to her own children. In all honesty, there are no 2 people more perfectly suited to torment each other than these 2. May they both truly get the lives they deserve. I'm really interested to hear what you guys thought of this conversation. Did you also find it horrifically ironic? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Be sure to check out my second channel, Sarah Spills. A link for that will be in the description of this video. Follow me on Instagram, Threads, X, and TikTok at Reality Squad, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one. Much love. Stay safe, Florida.